Well, this is the true test for Talkie Text and Alaska. Tony Mitchell, very electrifying, high-scoring import. Of course, question always is, can he blend with his talented local teammates? And Wendell McInnes trying to bounce back from a lackluster performance. Jason Castro, nothing lackluster about him. And same can be said about the beast, Calvin Abueva, who's also tried to bounce back from a subpar game. Magandang gabi. Welcome to the Mall of Asia Arena. Amigo Alili with the Dean. El Decano, Senor Quinito Henson, as we bring you Talkie Text versus Alaska. Why is this a true test for both teams?
Because this is all about divorce.
Go ahead. What's that? Sorry.
Dalawa kasi koponan.
Okay.
Identical records 2-2, splitting of ways. And this is the true test. Sabi mo,
Nakakabigla ka naman.
Both for Talkie Text and for Alaska. Makikita po natin ang ating team standings. Sabi nga natin, identical records. And what is at stake here, kung sino po manalo, will automatically go to, how is that now? They will go to a share of second place. Hindi, share of third place.
Hindi mo pwede trial separation muna? Bakit naman divorce ka agad?
Hindi, because one will have to win and one will have to lose sa larong ito.
Oo nga naman.
Pero maganda yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, especially also with yung mga pinag-usapan ni Aaron at saka ni Richard, because yung sinasabi nilang imports have to adjust with their local teammates and vice versa. Ako sa tingin ko, Talkie Text is getting the job done. Last time out, si Tony Mitchell, 0 assists, but naka 35 points, and as a team, they got 20 assists. I think the locals are realizing now that Mitchell is not gonna pass, so why don't we just pass to him, set him up, and we'll also be the ones to receive the credit for giving out assist passes.
Yeah, that's interesting because when you look at the local crew of Talkie Text, and we're also familiar with the talent level of this team. After all, they have guys like Larry Fonacher, Ranadel De Ocampo, and ano lang naman, the best point guard in Asia, Jason Castro. And these two gentlemen, they can produce double digits. That's not a problem. I think the operative term here is how do they coexist successfully with somebody like Tony Mitchell?
I think they've done a very good job of coexisting with Tony Mitchell. Sabi ko nga kanina, 20 assists in that game, naka 35 points si Tony Mitchell in that win over Global Port. And let's not forget, si Ryan Reyes had 7 assists in that contest. So they're keeping the ball moving and they're finding Tony Mitchell to make the shot. So the locals are adjusting to the style ni Tony Mitchell.
Okay, let's look at the other side of the story here. If Tony Mitchell seems to be adjusting really well to his talented teammates, what about Wendell McInnes? McInnes was restrained in the last game. In 41 minutes, he only scored 13 points and struggled from the field against the Meralco Bulls.
Well, McInnes brings only one dimension sa laro niya. He's an inside player, almost exclusively. And this is something that's very surprising because kung titignan natin ang kanyang kasaysayan as an import in the French League, as well as during his college days, he was shooting about 35-37% from three-point distance. But in this league, he's strictly an inside operator. And I feel, if you're an inside operator, that's all you've got, then the other side can double team you, take the ball away from your hands. That's exactly what happened nung natalo ng Alaska, ang Alaska ng Meralco. Cliff Hutch doing an excellent job taking him away from his game and limiting him only to 13 points.
Big contrast from what Wendell McInnes did against Rainer Shine, wherein he scored like 28 points, almost exclusively on offensive rebounds and putbacks.
Exactly, yun ang laro ni McInnes. He's a tough inside player, but I think he's gonna meet his match in this game because marami ng mga beefy inside players at Talkie Text like Ali P, who can match up very well against McInnes.
Let's turn it over to the Coliseum announcer.
The Black reads, in grateful appreciation for his gallant performance as a member of the Gilas Filipinas men's basketball team, this player is hereby awarded this plaque for captivating true Filipino spirit and fighting heart, uniting and inspiring a nation by leading the country to a silver medal in the 2013 FIBA Asia Championship and a berth in the 2014 FIBA World Cup. Your PBA and the entire Filipino nation are proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's call on the center court from the Talkie Text Sharp-on Texters, the Mighty Mouse, Jimmy Alapag.
Jimmy Alapag receiving a very special plaque here from the PBA. All the Gilas players receiving their plaques, and nahuli si Jimmy kasi kababalik lang niya from his extended stay in the United States. But he's here. He has his plaque. Fans inside the Mall of Asia Arena appreciating what Jimmy did.
And he completes the Gilas cast for talk and text. Isa lang masasabi ko kay GB Alapag. Salamat sa panalo. Ay, dali. I meant that for GB Alapag.
Ikaw controversial yung mga ganyan.
Here at the Mall of Asia Arena.
Nico, I think this game, I don't know how Jimmy will react. This is his first time out since the Laro siya in the finals against Iran. And either he's going to be playing super well, and or Coach Norman Black will probably give him minutes to pace him. Wag niyang siguro bibiglayin muna si Jimmy Alapag as you see the starting lineup here. Oh, this is a huge lineup being sent in by Coach Norman Black. Raba Al-Husseini and Ali Peak together. Along with Tony Mitchell who's going to be playing the three spot. Maganda yung kwentuhan namin ni Tony Mitchell sa dugout ng talking text kanina yung lamang. In the course of this game, we'll be sharing with you some of the things that he told us in that conversation.
Nag-open up pa siya sa'yo? Marami ba siya in-open up?
Siguro mga 70%.
70% lang?
Hindi 100%. Si Makinis kasi nakausap ko na yan. Nag-open up si Makinis. Si Mitchell, very reserved siya. Pero marami na din siyang mga sinabi that I certainly didn't know that we'd like to share with our viewers. For instance, ang sabi niya sa akin, as starters, sabi niya, he's a guy who can play 2-3-4. That's how he's trained to play. Although he's playing 3 for talking text, sabi niya, any position where he can contribute to a victory, he will do. And his favorite players, of course, LeBron James, because he's that kind of player. He can play 2-3-4. Pwede pa nga mga 5 eh.
Now this ball game is underway as Tony Mitchell takes the first field goal attempt of the contest for Alaska. Baguio, Casio, Wendell McInnes, Sonny Toz, and Tony De La Cruz. Baguio is in motion. Baguio skies and misses. Sonny Toz gets the offensive rebound, and that will be a foul against Larry Fonachel.
Coach Norman Black, very unhappy with that last play. Unang-una, nakapag-penetrate sa loob ang Alaska. They took a shot, hindi lang pumasok. Plus, nakakuha ng second chance opportunities sa Sonny Toz despite the fact that malalaki nasa loob para sa talking text.
Oh, there's an official's timeout here. Okay, sige. We have a scoreboard issue here which needs to be addressed. In the meantime, while they're fixing the scoreboard, let's go to the Dean's List.
This is just a space filler lang itong Dean's List natin.
Sige, cool.
Well, for talking text, I think it's appropriate to say that ang tema natin is Return of the Gilas. Kompleto na po sila, no? Yung 4 na Gilas players nila are all back. And I think the first thing is, it shouldn't be a one-man show. You've got Tony Mitchell, who's averaging 38 points a game. He did not have a single assist in their win against Global, but yet nakakuha sila ng 20 assists as a team. And it looks like the locals are adjusting very well to his style. They know that he's a shooter, so they set him up. And that's why the locals are getting their assists, and that's why this guy is scoring a lot of points. So I think that that understanding is doing very well for Talkie Tech. Pangalawa, Raba Al-Husseini's ascendancy. I mean, this guy, Al-Husseini, is finally showing his potential and what he can do on the basketball floor. This guy had 6 points and 15 big rebounds in that Talking Text game against Global, and Coach Norman Black has motivated him, knows how to use him because they were together at Ateneo for many years. And finally, and you see Coach Norman Black, I think the thing is they need to put a man on Calvin Abueva because Abueva is the game changer ng Alaska. I think Alaska becomes very predictable if Calvin Abueva is not playing. And we saw that in the game against Meralco nung natalo ng Meralco ang Alaska. Abueva got into foul trouble. He couldn't play. Alaska became very predictable in its offense, and that's why Meralco was able to play solid defense against him. Natalo ang Alaska.
There's Calvin Abueva, who will come off the bench tonight. sure gusto niyang makabawi, no? Not because of his subpar numbers, but because they lost in
That's
the
true.
last game.
Yeah. Well, he did have 9 points in that previous game, but yun ang masakit. No? And talking to Calvin, he's a guy who just wants to win. And sabi niya, no, say what you will about me, that I'm an individualistic type of player, but I'm finding my role in this team. And he's listening to Coach Luigi. He's listening to the veterans. And he looks for advice from Eddie Laure, Don Ontiveros, yung mga veterano ng mga kakampi niya. Well, talking about Alaska, let's go to the Dean's List for Alaska, as we still have problems here on technical.
Oh, okay. We'll
let's
get
have
to
a
your
quick-
Alaska
okay.
Deeds list after this short break.
The call.
Thank you, Aaron and Richard. And thankfully, we are back in business here.
Yes.
And then,
Intriga yung mga pinag-uusapan nila ni Aaron at Richard. JB Casio to replace Jimmy Alapag. Tapos lalaban sila dito.
Oh.
Intriga yun.
may intrigero yung dalawa na yun. Mahekel nga. Anyway,
Mahirap na suspend.
Baka maban ako. We were about to usher in the Dean's List for Alaska.
Yes, well, for Alaska, they have to overcome that hiccup. Yung hiccup nila when they lost to Meralco, McInnes has to be unchained. He has to find his position inside. And not only that, his teammates have to look for him and to make him get the touches so that he's back comfortable playing the way he should. And pangalawa, they need to go back on defense. Alaska was mauled in fast break points by Meralco 14-2. They can't afford to be mauled in transition by talking text. And finally, no predictability sa kanilang galaw on both ends.
Pocket Tex, by the way, they are in their blue uniforms, and Alaska is in immaculate white as Larry misses that three. Ali Peak inside, yes.
Yung talagang kinatawan ni Ali Peak. And that's what he is there for. He'll get you the offensive rebounds, he'll get you the putbacks, and that's a formidable front line that Coach Norman Black has. Al Husseini had 15 rebounds the last game. Ali Peak underneath the boards. And they should be able to control this guy, McInnes, and see what he can do.
And McInnes will take two here with that push from Ali Peak.
Sino mas may malaking katawan? Si McInnes o si Ali Peak? Parang mas malapad yata si
You know,
Peak.
Kito, you're asking the wrong person. For me, lahat nung nasa court, ang lalaki ng katawan niya.
Ito si Mike Tyson lookalike.
Mike Tyson lookalike.
Oh, kita mo yung hugis ng yan, biceps.
We
Maybe
had,
not so much the
we had
face.
him as a guest last
Hindi naman kayo na-intimidate.
Wednesday. Mabait.
Sa bagay, nakausap ko na din sa dressing room.
Mabait siya. And then he said that medyo nahihilig siya ngayon mag-shopping sa Green Hills. So lahat ng pasalubong niya galing Green Hills. Sabi ko, don't tell your friends. Baka alam nila kung ano yung Green Hills.
Loko McInnes is
I like it there, Green Hills. It's great to shop there.
well, if Mike Tyson lookalike is McInnes, ito naman si Tony Mitchell looking at him closely. He looks like Denzel Washington.
I do see it. I do see the resemblance. Ball goes out. And we'll go to Talking Text. We're at the 9:43 mark of the opening quarter. Mga Alaska 3-2. Ryan Reyes, yung hairstyle niya, you know, after each game, it just becomes more 80s. 80s eh, no?
And, you know, we were talking about unpredictability in the league. Parang ganun din yung hairstyle ni Ryan Reyes. Very unpredictable. By the way, in this game, neither Jason Castro nor Jimmy Alapag started for Talking Text. They're two crack point guards. It's Ryan Reyes who's bringing the floor down for Talking Text. So, ito yung sinasabi natin kanina. I think Coach Norman wants to pace them. Pace the Gilas players. Huwag naman kagad, no? But they'll be playing a lot of minutes.
As Ali P connects, you know, we totally understand. Norman wants to bring them in gradually, but this is not a long tournament.
Well,
I mean, you cannot take like too
for
long
sure.
a time to get everyone on the same page.
You know, I think that's where Norman Black is very good. He's a calculating guy. He knows what he's doing in pacing his players. Mahirap din maubos yung kanyang mga Gilas players, or maybe they're not ready to go 100%. I think he's looking at peaking at the right time. And here's JV Casio with a foul.
Foul is on 42, JV Casio.
First personal against JV, and I think 3 free throws here.
Well, that was a 3-point shot. Maganda sana kung makita natin, no? Because that appears to be a favorite ploy now of 3-point shooters, that as soon as they get off their feet and make the shot or attempt the shot, if there is a defender who's close by, bigla silang babagsak eh.
Oh, wait, so 2 free throws lang. Check
Two
that.
free
Only
throws,
two. But,
okay.
you know, I wanted to comment on that as well. Don't you think it's becoming, well, a little rampant na lahat na lang ng 3-point shot? And we see this both in the PBA and in the college leagues na 3-point shooter goes up for a shot. Anyone within hearing distance, and the shooter will exaggerate and will pretend na tatamaan siya, and then you end up with with fouls on 3-point shots.
That's a flop.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
That's really a flop.
Don't you think that too many shooters are trying to do that?
Well, if the referees continue to take the bait, then they will continue
Then
to
they
do
will
that.
continue to do it.
Dapat ang challenge is for the referees not to make those calls.
To distinguish
Yes.
which is yung may contact talaga and which is yung wala namang contact.
I'm sure you're referring to that foul of Thomas Torres against Roy Sumang in that game of Gonzalo.
No, I was thinking of something. No, kasi di ba nung araw, Alan Kennedy was really good at doing that. Yung di ba yung bukaka niya yung paa niya, and then it would clip the defender, and then tatawagan ng foul si defender. He'll have a 4-point play. Now, I just noticed that this year, more and more shooters are doing it.
Actually, not extending the foot because the referees got wise to that. Usually, if you extend your foot,
So yun yung,
ang
that
tinatawagan
was the
yung
style
defensive
before.
player. Yes.
O yung style na ngayon, maglulupasay ka.
Oo,
Di ba?
oo. Well, the referees got wise to that trick, yung kicking to actually initiate the contact and get the foul.
Meantime, great action. Ryan just looks hurt. He got hurt in that collision with, I think, Tony De La Cruz. And Ryan is down. He was holding on to his left ankle.
Let's hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah.
Remember, si Ryan Reyes would have been shoo-in sa ating Gilas team, and he would have helped us immensely at the guard position because of his energy.
There's
his defense,
yung JV Palas. They were both trying to grab the loose ball.
He's holding on to his ankle, but doesn't look like a major. Yun.
Yeah, nataganan ni JV.
Just a big bump, a body bump on that ankle. I think it should be okay. I don't think it should be. It's anything serious.
We'll give you the lowdown on Ryan's position as soon as we can. Meantime, Alaska is ahead here, 11-7 with 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter.
What a pass coming from Sonny Cross, and I think that was a very well executed play off the triangle, a baseline drive there by Tony De La Cruz.
Missed by Mitchell.
Now what about this? JV Casio, the smallest man on the floor, getting the rebound.
Whoa! Ali Peak rejecting that slam attempt by McInnes, and a great defensive stop by Pocket Tex. Here's Mitchell.
Oh, what a slam dunk. This guy can sky. At alam natin, no, when he was in the D-League, he joined the All-Star Slam Dunk Contest and he won the championship. This guy can elevate.
Missed by JV, and Cyrus the go. Basketball is up with McInnes, and he will take 2.
And those are 3 attempts for Alaska. And for Coach Norman Rath, that is a cause for concern. Ito makita natin yung block galing kay Ali Peak. And then the try, that was a block shot. Ande, yung turnover kanina. And oh boy, what a slam dunk. Tsaka makita natin si Tony Mitchell when he goes skying, you can see that he's really enjoying himself.
It's a joy to watch as well. Timeout, Alaska is ahead.
And si Calvin Abueva regrets his subpar performance last game at siya mismo nagtataka kung bakit siya relax at walang coordination with his teammates in the last game. Pero naniniwala naman si Coach Luigi Trillo that with their efforts, and Calvin believes na pwede pang umangat ang Alaska sa standings. Meanwhile, I was talking to Ryan Reyes a while ago. He just experienced a minor sprain on his left ankle and will be back within the game. Let's turn it over to Miko and Kinito.
Good to know na minor sprain lang. He'll try his best to return.
Well, he didn't even twist it. Napugo lang.
Nataganan lang ni JV.
And what about those offensive rebounds ng Alaska? They've got 5 in this game and 2 for Talk and Text. Meron palang dahilan kung bakit maraming malalaki sa loob ang Talk and Text, because Alaska is a good rebounding team.
We also have an import who operates well inside.
Yes.
As, Cyrus misses. That's another offensive rebound for the Aces.
And McKinney's kept that ball alive. Yeah, he is really an exclusive inside operator.
Fall away, Cyrus no go, and Ali Peak almost securing a rebound and ends up with Talking Text anyway.
Oh, what a block shot from behind
By Tony De La Cruz.
Would have been a sure 2 points para sa Talking Text.
Well, Tony Mitchell was already bobbling the basketball, but still, great defensive effort nonetheless by Tony De La Cruz.
Team transition defense is really good by Alaska that time.
And a loose ball picked up here by JV Casio. Aces up by 3 as we near the 5-minute mark on the opening period. The clock reached 13. The ball is tapped out by Ronaldel De Ocampo, who came in for Rabah Lusaini. Head to shoot. Sunny has the ball. Hand off. JV firing away. And boxing out by Talking Text.
And you can see that Talking Text binibilisan lang ang laro.
Here's Castro on the move. Kicks it out. Ranadel in and out.
Alaska is not going to play that game, run and gun game. They're last place in the league in fast break points. They like to play the deliberate half-court set. And why not? They've got a guy like McKinnis who operates very well inside the fifth of the rack. He's relentless underneath the boards. Hindi lang nila makakuha yung basket.
Castro for the shot. Got it. Oh! I think calling the offensive foul.
Offensive foul number 12, Larry Butterchuk.
Indeed, it was an offensive foul against Larry, and that's his second personal. Let's see what happened.
That's the second foul.
Well, he extended that arm and he was called for that foul. Look at that right there. Tama yung tawag. Calvin Abueva is now in the game. No, not yet.
Great battle at the post here. Sunny toss against Ranidel De Ocampo. Reach in against Ranidel.
Foul is on the 33 by the level. Substitutions. Gabby Espinas and Sunny Toss. Jimmy Alapag.
Gabby Espinas is coming in. Jimmy Alapag is now part of this ball game.
Coach Tombra Black now fielding both Castro and Alapag together.
Sean Anthony also part of the unit here for Talking Text.
Foul is on the 3, Jimmy Alapag. His first foul.
Meantime, that's the first personal against Jimmy.
Jimmy Casio.
And JV Casio, who really idolizes Jimmy, is on the line. JV was actually here inside the Mall of Asia Arena during that Gilas versus Korea game and was cheering just like everyone else as we bring you our Prestone Brake Fluid for superior braking action and safety. Prestone Brake Fluid, siguradong nasa mabuti ang kamay. That's our Prestone defensive stop of the game.
You saw McKinnis getting blocked there by Ali P. I think it's easier to defend McKinnis if he's facing up to the basket. When he's posting up back to the basket, it's a little more difficult to stop him from scoring.
Sean Anthony to Jimmy. Jimmy to Anthony. And he will miss. Rebound for Ranidel. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell for 3.
At hindi pumasok.
Can't get the bounce, but Ranidel misses the layup.
But a lot of opportunities for talk and text. And if you're Coach Norman Black, you're happy with that. Even if they didn't get the basket, nakikita niyo yung effort to get second chance opportunities.
Here's McInnes.
And again, McInnes starting his attack from the outside. He had to stop his dribble. He's not good attacking from the outside.
Shot clock winding down. And then Tony De La Cruz against the putback. That will open up an Alaska 6-point lead. Here's Jimmy. Castro, shot clock down to 8. Mitchell wants the ball against Tony De La Cruz. Shot clock down to 4. Separation move. Basket is good.
Nice shot for Mitchell. Again, you saw the way the locals looked for Mitchell. And yun na sinasabi natin kanina, no? Sometimes you have to recognize what does your import bring on the table. And this guy is a terrific one-on-one player. They're looking for him to execute that way.
Well, Calvin was not so menacing against the Meralco Bolts. 2 out of 9 from the field. 5 errors as well. There are days that, this happens kay Calvin, and Calvin, of course, counting on a much better ball game tonight. He is in the game for the first time, along with RJ Azul, McInnes, Baguio, and Espinas.
Well, he only played 22 minutes in that game. He was in foul trouble. At nawala yung kanyang rhythm because of that. Early foul trouble, and he was moving in and out of the floor. Hindi siya nakakuha ng kanyang flow.
Sean Anthony connects, and he was fouled by Wendell McInnes on the way to the hoop.
Well, nakita natin another facet of the game of Tony Mitchell. Nabanggit nga natin kanina, he didn't have a single assist last time out. But now, look at that pass. He drove strong to the basket, drew the defense, at nakita niya, wide open. Si Sean Anthony, dump the pass. He'll get the assist. Anthony will get the basket.
But he fails to convert on the bonus free throw. So Alaska holds on to a 2-point lead with under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. It's import against import at post. McInnes, double team.
Yes.
Scores.
What body control. And that's pure strength on the part of McInnes.
The second foul. Bonus free throw for Wendell McInnes.
Palagay ko, he's got that loss in his mind in this game. Yung natalong Alaska by Meralco, where he scored only 13 points. Right now, he already has 9.
I suppose Alaska is banking on both McInnes and Abueva to have bounce-back games tonight.
Well, Abueva is an import stopper. And ito, kita natin, no, nung si Mitchell drove and dished. I think Coach Luigi Trillo wants to make sure that he's not going to get that kind of opportunity again.
14 seconds to shoot.
While Alaska will want Mitchell to be a passer instead of a scorer, I think it's important also that they cover kung sino yung ma-open at mahahanap ni Mitchell if he's looking to pass instead of score.
Here's Azul. RJ Azul. No. Sean Anthony clears the rebound. Pocket Tech still down by 5 points.
On that interior defense of Pocket Tech that time. Small guy. You know, if you're a small guy and you're up against tall interior defenders, you look to pass. You don't look to score.
Mitchell for 3. And that ball tapped out by Cappy Espinas. It will stay with Pocket Text. Baba Lucen is back in the ball game. And Aaron Aban comes in for the first time, replacing Ranadel De Ocampo. Mitchell also will sit down and get a breather with only 52 seconds remaining in the first period.
At yung sinabi ko kanina, if you're a small guy, if you're up against tall interior defenders, you look to pass and score. Exception does in this case.
With Jason, it doesn't matter. You're small, you're big. He's going to be faster than you
Oh
anyway.
yeah, sa FIBA Asia, yun talagang pinakita. How a small man can challenge the big guys and still get away with it.
Meantime, Sean Anthony has been very productive since entering this game off the bench.
I think he had a very good start in this conference. I think that brought his confidence level up. Hindi kasi naglaro yung mga Gilas players at the beginning. He was a main guy in terms of points. Anthony now called for the foul.
These 2 games, he scored 20 plus points.
Yes.
Free throws for Gabby Espinas. I think Sean Anthony's, he's smart enough to know that when the Gilas boys return, and they have returned, he's not going to expect to get, that many opportunities to score 20 plus points. You have Larry, you have Jason, you have Jimmy, you have Ranidel, and he understands his original purpose on this team.
That's true. And when they weren't playing, the Gilas boys, he averaged 22 points for Talking Tex. And since then, he's averaging 25.5 nung nakabalik na yung mga Gilas boys. But for Sean Anthony, he's not a guy who's going to look for his points. He's just happy to be able to contribute to a winning team.
Anthony, shot clock down to wait. Time winding down in the opening quarter. Rabah Aluseni comes up short. And the Beast has the basketball. Alaska on top by 3. The Aces can write the last sentence of the opening chapter. Abueva finds Sunny. Sunny, no. And that ends the opening quarter with the Aces on top, 19-16. Both teams looking for win number 3 here in the PBA Governors Cup. They both are at 2-2. Aces trying to bounce back from a loss. Talk and text, hoping to pass this. Your tickets now. Welcome to the second quarter. Alaska versus Talk and Text. Nico Halili with El Decano, Senor Quinito Henson, and Sel Guevara is the courtside reporter tonight as Dondon Ontiveros goes up and under, and Sunny with a rebound and a putback.
More second chance opportunities for Alaska that time. Talking Tex wants to pack the paint defensively.
Why? Why do they want to do that?
I think they're aware that Alaska is a very good offensive rebounding team. And they want to take that advantage away, pero in that situation, hindi nga sila nakakuha ng defensive rebound.
Sean Anthony for 3, and he is fouled taking a 3-point shot.
We were talking about Alaska being a good offensive rebounding. They're number 1 sa liga natin in terms of second chance points. Kanya naman si Coach Norman Black alalang-alala, which is the reason why he started his game with a lot of big guys and still continuing to use big guys inside the game. And si Coach Norman Black, the architect of the Ateneo 5-peat in the UAAP. I said that for your benefit, my friend.
Everyone knows that. You don't have to remember.
It's always good to give credit what it's due.
Careful, they might here's Azul.
It's nice that we can talk about it and laugh about it. Not because think of the past na yan. Nice move again.
Speak for yourself.
Inside.
Just stinging over that.
Well, Gabby Espinas finding that gap inside the shaded area.
Meantime, here's Jimmy, and he finds Aaron Aban. Aban from the corner. That's his shot.
Nice execution that time. He does have that outside shot.
Dondon. That's the shoot for Alaska, and some hand-to-hand combat here between Abueva and Aaron Aban.
And Abueva finally extricating his arm out of that arm lock.
Okay, let's go to Sel Guevara.
In the bench of Alaska, Coach Luigi Trillo was giving words of encouragement while making plays for the team dahil ang objective na niya, ang sabi niya, is to fix themselves and not worry kung sino ang kalaban, at kahit pagod sila in the past few games, sabi niya it's not an excuse to perform poorly. Nico?
Thank you, Sel. And here's the pass inside to Aluseni. Almost a turnover. Ball will stay with Talking Text with 11 on the shot clock.
Still all locals on the floor here. Both imports are sitting down.
Raba lost his balance.
Could be a 3 second.
Meron laban.
I think Aban realizing that could have been a 3-second violation against Raba, kanya sinuti na kaagad. Good decision on his part.
Here's Azul. And now Espinas trying to shoot. We're tied at 23. Espinas with nowhere to go, but somehow scored.
Right now, Alaska has the edge in size. They've got a lot of big guys, a lot of local bigs on the floor. Espinas, Calvin, at saka Sunny Toss. And they're getting their way inside the paint.
So many inside operators here for the Aces. Espinas, Sunny, Calvin can also be considered one. Their import, of course, Wendell McKinnis.
There's an offensive foul. Malaking bagay si Calvin Abueva dito sa Alaska. Nasabi nga natin kanina, Miko, because nagbabago ang laro ng Alaska. They become a team that is unpredictable when a guy as unpredictable as Abueva is on the floor. I mean, he can run the break, and Alaska is not a team that likes to run the break. He plays excellent defense. He can penetrate, he can dish. And he's a dervish inside the court.
Shot clock down to 4, and Al Husseini will score.
Nice pick and roll that time. And Al Husseini making good use of his height, and plus, he's got moves. I mean, he can set the pick, tapos bigla siya kang atake sa loob on that roll. Hard to stop him. You don't trap the pick and roll.
Meantime, Azul has the ball here. Shot clock down to 3. Lucky break here for the Aces. They're running out of time. At si Larry, no, hinawakan niya yung uniform ni RJ Azul. So, that shot clock will be reset to 14. Shot clock down to 5.
That's a traveling
Yeah, good call.
violation.
Espinas moved this pivot foot.
But they're trying to take advantage of that mismatch. Espinas posting up against Sean Anthony. Naka 4 points sila in that play. There's a lot of bumping now between Abueva and Mitchell. And they will call a foul on Abueva.
Second foul on Abueva. I think it's impossible to have back-to-back volatile games in Wednesday, and then parang imposible, no? Probably won't happen, even if it involves Calvin
I don't know.
or an emotional import like Tony Mitchell. Baka hindi na siguro kanito. Here's Raba.
They run the pick and roll again.
Good move, and he scores. That gives Talking Text a 2-point lead, 27-25 as we enter this timeout. Back inside the Mall of Asia Arena, and Talking Text now ahead 27-25 as we bring you our Kawasaki Rousing Fast Break, brought to you by Rouser 135 by Kawasaki. Rouse the rider in you. As we bring in Miss Sel Guevara.
Tony Mitchell feels responsible as he is considered a do-it-all guy, but with all the locals present in Talking Text, dumagdag lalo ang kanyang kumpiyansa, and although gusto man niyang pumuntos pa, well, he also wants to feel more of that team effort in Talking Text.
That's a 3-point shot. Ito yung sinasabi natin. In the first few games of McKinney, he never showed anything from the outside. But looking at his stats, this guy can hit it from the outside. And there it was. That's his first 3-pointer in the PBA.
Tony Mitchell answers back with his own 3-point shot.
Samagot ka agad. Sabi siguro yung Tony Mitchell, sandali, akong hari ng 3-pointers dito. Import for the import in that matchup.
Here's Don. Shot clock down to 7. Kinnis Makes the move. Wendell with a strong move. Couldn't finish. And here comes Mitchell. Abueva is down. But he's okay. And Tony Mitchell will score.
You know, that's the problem. In a situation like that, Abueva trying to get the referee to make a call. He was down, clutching onto his groin. As a result, yung kanyang dinidepensahan, si Tony Mitchell, walang kalaban. Remember, Abueva is the import defender. Mitchell getting the 2 points. And the 3-point play, he gets an extra shot. May lane violation.
Yeah, there is a lane violation. I think si Calvin tumawid ata sa harap ni Tony Mitchell.
And he's not going to miss 2 in a row. One of the high points of Tony Mitchell's college, or rather, D-League career in the NBA, NBA D-League, kinikwento sa akin, was when he scored 47 points at 12 rebounds and 5 assists when he led his team Fort Wayne. That's 2 points and 3-point play. Mitchell trying to draw contact. No call. And we were just talking about Mitchell when he scored those 47 points to lead Fort Wayne to victory over the Austin Toros. Triple overtime victory.
Man on the line is Wendell McInnes.
Now he has already surpassed his 13 points in the previous game. Already has 15 points.
However, Talking Tech still ahead here, 33-31 as we near the halfway mark. The second quarter, and Tony Mitchell brushes aside Calvin Abueva, gets open, got the pass, slammed it home.
Again, a situation where Calvin Abueva trying to draw the contact, hindi tumawag, hindi pumito ang referee. Bumagsak si Calvin Abueva. And that's the danger. If you try to go the referee to make a call tapos hindi tatawag, babagsak ka, mawawala ang dinidepensahan mo. And that time, walang recovery on the part of Alaska. Maganda pa daw siguro ulit yun, slam dunk.
I'm sure we'll see that in a bit. As we say hello to our radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock, and DZSR 918 Sports Radio. Of course, Commissioner Attorney Chito Salud and Sir Willie Marshall watching the proceedings here. JB goes to Calvin. Ano yung pinakita natin kanina, Jale Escobar and Eric Reyes handling our radio broadcast as Wendell McInnes is fouled while taking a 3-point shot.
Not a good foul there. I'm sure Coach Norman Black is going to say something there to Aaron Aban. Napakagat ni McInnes si Aban. It's a 3-point attempt. Rest back ito para kay McInnes, ha? He came to play tonight. 16 points already.
It's hard for an import to have success, bad games in succession. Ticket ang katapat mo. Ticket pa uwi. We've crossed the halfway mark of the second quarter, and here's Mitchell, still matched up against Calvin, but now there's a switch. It's import against import now. Mitchell against McInnes. Mitchell, tough shot. Calvin with a rebound. Forward pass. Alley-oop. Yes, sir.
Yes. Flying high for that. He's got 19 points in this game.
And Mitchell scores.
And Tony Mitchell, pinagsasabihan si Calvin Abueva, you can't guard me. Ano kaya ito natin? Parang.
Boy, he's chatting with Calvin.
Oo. They're exchanging sweet nothing.
Here's Abueva. he won't score. He's fighting to get the ball. And Raba gets it. Into the command to see Cody Mitchell. Meantime, here's Aban. Aban pulling up. And that's no good. Ranidel.
That's a foul. I think Ranidel pushed off.
Yeah, he pushed on the
The action is very physical ngayon. Pag nandun si Calvin, talagang physical ang laro. Physical kung depensa, especially since he's matched up against Tony Mitchell.
Here's Bakiris. Dondon Ontiveros. Yes, sir!
Good recognition by McInnes.
And the lead swings back to Alaska, 38-37. Back in a moment.
Okay mga kaibigan, balik tayo dito sa MOA Arena. And Alaska just went back the lead 38-37. Panoodin po natin some highlights of this game so far. Si Dondon Ontiveros, katitira na ng 3-pointer. Getting back the lead. Tony Mitchell, nagwawala dito sa ating second quarter. Ganun din si McInnes. You look at their matchup, 16 points for Mitchell, 19 for McInnes. Pareho sila isa 6 rebounds, isa 5. Okay. Pocket text na, may tanga ng bola. Kanina nagpasa na si Mitchell. That time, he passed it off to Sean Anthony na hindi pumasok yung tira niya galing sa labas. JD Casio, hindi pa nagpapakita rito halos. He's only got 1 point in this game. Nice drive from the baseline galing kay Dondon Ontiveros. 5 straight points coming from Dondon all in this quarter.
So under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Tony Mitchell over Abueva and Mitchell connects. And they're still chatting with each other.
Yeah, that's the way to beat a zone defense. Tony Mitchell, 19 points now, matching the total ni McInnes.
They're all tied up at 40. And here's Casio over to Espinas.
Oh yes, what a nice handoff. Again si Espinas, playing decoy. Kanino maganda ang pinapakita niya of the post move. Hinanap niya yung kanyang import. Espinas, by the way, playing 5 here with McInnes playing the 4 position.
Oh, Mitchell scores again.
Ito, nag-iinit na.
He's taking some tough shots, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He's making them.
Yeah, under duress. Well, this guy can score. He's averaging 38 points in his league. Abueva up there.
The ball goes back to the Aces with 2.5 remaining in the second period. McInnes inside, and he scores with a bonus free throw.
But McInnes, he's giving Alaska now both inside and outside points. Looking for the high percentage shot. Not only that, nakakuha siya ng foul from Tony Mitchell. If you're an import, that's what you want to do. Attack the opposing import, get him into foul trouble. Although Mitchell, iisa lang ang kanyang foul dito, but he needs to be challenged in defense. Ganun din na dapat gawin ni Mitchell. Ang problema, si McInnes hindi dumidepensa kay Mitchell, and it's Calvin Abueva.
Castro all the way.
Oh, what a nice shot. That's his first field goal sa laro, but Jason Castro, he kept on making that kind of shot during the PBA Asian Championships against much bigger defenders.
Espinas lost it, and then Calvin
Galing sa labas.
jumped from the outside to grab the ball, which is not allowed. Ali Peak back in the ball game. Raba will go back to the bench. Jimmy back in the game, kasama si Sean Anthony, Ali Peak, Jason Castro, and Tony Mitchell. Mitchell, by the way, with 21 points so far. Finds Jimmy. Goes back to Mitchell. Mitchell against Ontiveros. Mitchell forces one up. Rebound ends up with Cyrus. Cyrus Baguio here, slowing things down. London is open.
Now this quarter has been high scoring. Kanina sa first quarter, neither team scored 20 points. Low scoring, pabor yun sa Alaska. But now the game has picked up offensively. That's the game of Talking Text. And big three-pointer coming from Jimmy.
Talking Text ahead here, 47-45, a minute and 4 remaining before we reach the halftime break. At the half, we will have the Sports 5 Center with Aaron Ataide and Richard Del Rosario. As Jimmy steals the ball, Jimmy on the move. Hand off for Mitchell. Mitchell fires a three, overshoots this time. Ali Peak offensive rebound, and he will not be denied, but he missed a shot, pero meron siyang 2 free throws.
Offensive rebound galing kay Ali Peak. That weak side rebounding has been big here for Talking Text.
For the second foul, 14 fouls for the Aces. 2 free throws for Ali Peak.
Ali Peak with 4 points and 3 rebounds so far.
Substitution. Second foul for Gabby Espinas. Tony De La Cruz. Rebound down to Dallas. Aaron Alban for Tony Mitchell.
Tony De La Cruz is back in the ball game. Don Ontiveros and Gabby Espinas are back on the Alaska bench. As Sonny clears the rebound. Under a minute remaining dito sa second quarter. And the Aces are still down by 3 points. Here's JB. Locate Sonny. Sonny, 15-footer. McInnes with a rebound. Putback is good. He's just really strong underneath.
Well, kung kumukuha ng puntos, si Mitchell sa labas. Ito naman si McInnes, kumukuha ng puntos sa loob. And while Mitchell is getting 3-pointers, ito naman si McInnes, nakaka 3-point play.
3-point play.
So, they're canceling each other out, although now, nakakalabang na si McInnes in terms of points. Got 26, like that 27.
And we're just in the first half.
Right, and Mitchell has 21.
Great scoring duel here between two very different imports.
Extremely difficult and different. And si McInnes is not guarding Mitchell on one side of the floor. But sa kabila naman, it's import. Sometimes it's import versus import. So depending kung sino nakakawala, we can get the matchup difference.
So we're all tied up at 48. 23 seconds remaining. And while we've gotten splendid performances from both imports, yung mga locals kinito, parang wala pa local from either side, with an outstanding performance as of the moment.
That's true, and I think the locals are going to decide this game because if the imports balance each other out, kung sinong mas maraming puntos galing sa locals and good effort coming from the locals, yun naman nanalo dito. And so far among the locals for Talking Text is Sean Anthony showing the way with 8 points. At Alaska naman with 5 points apiece, si Gabby at saka si Don.
10 seconds remaining before the end of the second period. Jimmy, 4 seconds to go. Castro on the move. Castro!
Oh yes. Did they count it?
No, it doesn't count. No, it doesn't count.
Pumito na yung referee before the release.
1 second to go. Larry fires. And that ends the first half. Both teams all tied up at 48. Talking Text led by as many as 5. Alaska led by as many as 6. But at the end of the first 2 quarters, we're all tied up at 48. These two teams likewise tied up in the team standings. Pareho silang 2 wins and 2 losses. Tony Mitchell so far leading the way in terms of points for Talking Text. When McInnes, we're all tied up at 48 between Talking Text and Alaska. They're likewise tied in the team standings, both at 2 and 2. Once again, good evening, Nico Alili with the Dean, Kinito Henson. And Kinito, I suppose we're not surprised that the game has been close despite stellar performances by both imports.
I think this game has been very unpredictable. Nung first quarter, nakita natin na mayani yung depensa ng Alaska. In the second quarter, it was an offense of talk and text. Let's review what happened here in the first period. Very low scoring itong quarter.
In this quarter, Alaska led by 3. At the end of it, 19-16. And early on, both teams showed what they wanted to do. Alaska wanted to score inside. Talking Tex, they wanted to unleash Tony Mitchell.
Yes, exactly. Yung transition attack ng Talking Tex, alam ni Coach Norman Black that may advantage ang Alaska in terms of second chance opportunities because of their size. So, ang ginawa ng Talking Tex, tumakbo sila. But, well, in the first quarter, that defense of Alaska was unforgiving. Sa rebounding, may one rebound edge sila. But look at the turnovers because of the defense ng Alaska. And sa free throws, because Alaska was going inside with McInnes and getting a lot of interior players involved, they were challenging the interior defense. They got a lot of chances to score from the line.
So at the end of the first, Alaska was ahead 19-16. Now in the second quarter, it was really a duel between two imports with contrasting styles. Mitchell was scoring heavily from the outside, and his counterpart, Wendell McInnes, was scoring heavily inside.
But that the theme of that second quarter definitely favored Talking Tex. Kasi shootout eh. Yan ang gusto ng Talking Tex. They're the league's #1 offensive team. They're averaging 101 points a game. Very uncharacteristic that they shot only 16 in the first period. Pero nakabawi sila. 32-point explosion for Talking Tex in the second quarter. Ito, makikita natin ang field goal percentage. Mataas for both sides. Pero mas mataas ang Talking Tex. Assists. And looks like Talking Tex doing a much better job in sharing the basketball. And a lot of turnovers for Alaska. And that's why in the second quarter, Talking Tex with the edge by 3 in a high-scoring period.
Okay, let's bring in Sel Guevara.
Kailangan lang pala pagalitan ang Alaska players before halftime, and that's what Coach Luigi Trillo did because both groups of the rotation have to be ready once put inside the court. With the intense emotion that he gave away, sana intense performance din ang maisukli ng kanyang mga players. As for Talking Tex, they just have to keep things simple, keep the momentum while the locals have to be more productive. Nico?
Thank you very much, Sel. So, Luigi, I'm not surprised that he was emotional at the half. He's turning out to be one of the more emotional coaches we have in the league as Cyrus Baguio gets started here in the second half.
Maganda rin yung report ni Sel saying that the locals have to step up. No? It can't just be an import show because they might end up canceling each other out. Nakita natin sa second quarter, it was just import versus import. At parang nakatunganga na lang yung mga locals sa pinanunood nila, yung dalawang high-scoring imports.
Yeah, that discussion midway through the first half that walang import from both sides na outstanding a performance tonight. Well, not yet at least. As Sonny spins and scores.
A nice way to start the second half. Two locals scoring for the Aces.
Here's Jason to Larry, and Fonacher goes in and scores.
That time, space opened up for Larry Fonacher because the ball was moving around. And when that ball was moving around, Alaska's defense also didn't know where the ball was going to. At mabilis makapasok si Larry Fonacher to take advantage of that one.
Good move by Sonny, but just couldn't finish. Talking Tex down by 2. They have the basketball here. Here's Mitchell to run it in. And now Castro. Castro zigzag off the glass. It's good. Is that move by Jason? McInnes tagged with a second personal foul. Jason Castro could not complete three-point play.
You know, for Jason Castro, that's important. That he gets his offense going because he's their best penetrator. He's their creator. He's the guy who runs the dribble drive offense on Talking Tex. He doesn't get the shot inside. He can pass off. He can create.
Here's McInnes, 15-footer, nope. Ball stays with Alaska. Sunny. Good pass for Tony De La Cruz.
And if you're talking text defense, makita mo si Sonny Toss receiving that ball very far away from the basket. You know he's gonna pass.
Great composure under duress for Ali Peak.
And that power move of Ali Peak, that's what talking text needs. I mean, if they're talking power versus power, I think Ali Peak can match up very well with McKinnis.
Missed three-pointer there for McKinnis. Here's Mitchell. Runner is no good. Oh, that first shot. Putback goes in, but I think Tony De La Cruz had something to do with that putback as well.
And credit the basket now to Randy Del Ocampo. That's his first field goal.
So the lead is back with Talking Tex, 56-54. JB Castro ties the ball game.
There's a turnover against Talking Tex. Kanina si JB Castro, the penetration. Kung anong ginawa kanina ni Jason Castro, ginawa naman ni JB Castro. You know, we're seeing here a matchup between two quality imports. We're also seeing a matchup here between two quality point guards. JB at saka si Jason. Ako!
Good setup for Tony. Sumobra yung reverse left. You know, we might as well just say that it's a matchup between two quality teams and organizations. You talk it Tex with their multiple championships. Alaska recently winning a championship as well, and I think that's part of the reason why these two teams refuse to separate sa ating scoreboard.
That's why we said kanina that something has to happen in this race. There will be one winner, one loser. Kanya ang tema natin, diborsyo.
Bakit? Bakit naman divorce ka agad?
Yes.
Hindi mo pwede trial separation muna.
Splitting of
O kaya
ways.
full of period muna.
Walang ganun. Walang ganun sa PBA. Kampihan na kasi.
Here's Sunny. Of course, Canito referring to the status of these two teams. They're all tied up in the team standings with 2 wins and 2 losses.
Alaska now running that post play with Sonny Toss. And they're just waiting. Either double ba si Sonny Toss? Because if he's doubled, he'll pass it to the guy cutting inside the shaded area. If not, he'll take the shot.
Here's a Photon Strong Drive brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Swing back to live action. Mitchell finds Castro, who finds Ranidel. Ranidel De Ocampo loses the ball, and it will stay with Talking Text.
It's Tony De La Cruz's job now to defend Tony Mitchell. Nice.
Almost a swipe by Larry Fornachero. It was a great inbound play there for Talking Text, setting up Castro for that open layup. Five minutes having gone by here in the third period. Talking Text on top by 4. And McKinnis scores again. He had 27 in the first half. Now he has 29. He can make it 30 with a bonus free throw.
Well, against Meralco, McKinnis lost his aggressiveness because of the tough defense.
For JB Castro.
Hodge, pero dito, he's finding ways now to receive the ball. Doon against Meralco, hindi siya makahawak ng bola because he was posting up so low that the defense was easily taking care of it. Pero ngayon, he receives the ball a little bit outside of the shaded area, and then going one-on-one, he feels meron siyang advantage in terms of lateral quickness against Ali Peak.
Nearing the halfway mark of the third quarter. Rocket Tex, their lead down to 1.
And that's a foul by McKinnis. That's a 3-point shot.
Foul down 15, Wendell McKinnis, his third foul, 13 down for the Aces. 3 free throws for Ranidel De Ocampo.
So 3 free throws for Ranidel De Ocampo. Only the third point tonight for Ranidel.
And we're seeing that Coach Norman Black is spacing Jimmy Alapag, no?
Kababalik lang.
Exactly. That's what we expected. But so far, si Jimmy Alapag has taken only one shot from the floor in 12 minutes. And that was a three-pointer, which he connected.
Here's Azul. Alaska now down by 4. Good pass. Sunny actually doing a better job fielding the pass and scoring the basket. 6 points for Sunny.
And Alaska very clearly dito sa third period, they're going to the big guy. They're going to Sunny toss.
Missed by Ranidel de Ocampo. Here comes Cyrus. Preemptive foul given up by Jason Castro.
Fouls on number 17, Jason Castro. His first foul, 17 out of 12 Texas. Cyrus
One thing about Tony Mitchell is that he's not a rim protector. I think right now, the way Alaska is attacking the inside defense ng Talking Tex, Texas need a rim protector.
And shot clock continues to run for Talking Tex. 6 to shoot. Mitchell going post to post. And that basket won't count. Hollis and Sunny Toss. We all need this timeout. 5:37 remaining in the third. We're all tied up at 63. So guys, you could join us for our PBA Friday doubleheader. At sila ang ating mga ulalam, mahal ng masa fans of the day. Mula sa masarap, malaman, mura at kain binyed kasi easy to open. Ulalam. Ready to eat ulam para sa masa. Mahal ng masa, ulalam. 15 pesos lang. Nice to see PBA fans really having a grand time watching the games.
Eating their ulalam.
Oo, that's the best.
Yan. Nakatikip ka na ba ng ulalam?
Ay, sarap. Lalo na pag binabarad mo habang nanonood ka ng PBA. Basketball and bogey. That's the best combination ever.
Especially kung nasa bahay ka lang. Ano?
Lalo na pag libre.
John.
Ay, aabot na nga sa'yo eh. Meantime, you know, this game, it doesn't seem like a team, either team, is going to go on a run anytime soon. It's gone seesaw since the start of this game. Biggest lead by other side was only 6 points.
But I think both imports have cooled down in this quarter. But again, yung ferocity ni McKinnis is grabbing those rebounds. And that's not the strong suit of Tony Mitchell. Someone from the Talking Tex side has to match that ferocity in grabbing those rebounds.
Look out! Alley-oop! Azul to Cyrus.
Nice execution of a play. Again, yung Talking Tex, pinaparoon nila kung saan mapupunta yung bola. Was it gonna be Sunny Toss or McKinnis? And that's what I was talking about, yung unpredictability na kailangan. Not only by Alaska, but also Talking Tex.
Shot clock down to 6. Oh, what a drive by Tony Mitchell.
That's a strong move by Tony Mitchell.
Tony Mitchell with 24 points. Here's McKinnis. McKinnis inside.
He's got 32 points now. I mean, this guy's going berserk.
Ali B connects. You know, these two teams are just answering each other basket for basket, Kinito.
And on that kind of game suits Talking because it's wide open, it's a shootout. At yung depensa ng Alaska, hindi natin masyado nakikita rito. And I was doing some calculations early. And before that, let's turn it over to Sel Guevara.
Okay, Sel.
Masyado nang pinabibilis ng Talking Tex ang takbo ng laro. That is why Coach Luigi Trillo wants his players to make more stops. Pero may paalala din siya na huwag naman magkalat sa court. Nico?
Thank you, Sel. Let's go to your calculations.
Well, yun ang pinupunto na, we pointed it out, pinupunteriya natin. that yung talk and text talaga pinipinsan nila yung laro. And as a result, yung depensa ng Alaska hindi masyadong nakakapagporma. And my calculations show that in the 2 wins of talk and text, they've averaged 110 points. But in their 2 losses, they averaged 92. So that's an 18-point differential. Talk and text really likes it. High scoring. Here's a second chance opportunity for Alisani. Very quietly, Alisani has 5 rebounds in this game.
That's a third personal against Calvin. So 1-point ball game here in the remaining moments of the third quarter. Rocket Text up by a precarious point. That ball goes out. It will stay with the Alaska Aces.
And both teams very careful with their possessions. Ang Talking Text nakaka-8 turnovers lamang. No? And Alaska even better. Nakakalima lang sila.
Missed by Espinas. Sean Anthony could not secure the ball. Here's Baguio. Baguio on the move. Baguio all the way!
At may kasama ng foul doon. And Cyrus Baguio, that's what he does best. Open court situation. And bring the ball down the middle, which is the way you should do it. Beautiful. Behind the back. And then the improvisation going to his right side.
And then completing the 3-point play. Scintillating 3-point play. Alaska back. Alaska is on top, 72-70 over Talk and Text. Here's our Photon Strong Drive, brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Take a ride on the Skyrus Express. That's a virtuoso play.
Tsaka yung nakaharap sa kanya, yung mas malaki sa kanya, si Araba Alisani. And that's why he leaned over to the right side to escape his defense.
Cyrus is the first local player to score double figures tonight. Also did it in style. Shot clock down to 10 for Talk and Text. Jimmy, Anthony. Anthony, no. Who gets the ball? It's with the beast. Abueva is on the move. Baguio. Here's Hazul for 3. Good box out by Aaron Aban. And now the blur is on the move. But Hazul was quick to foul Jason Castro.
Nasa penalty situation ang Alaska. So Castro's gonna go to the line.
2 free throws for Jason Castro.
2 free throws for Jason.
But si Jason parang hindi pinapawisan. Parang fresh na fresh, oh. Oh?
Hindi na daw kasi ganun kalalaki yung mga nadaanan niya.
Wala na nga daddy.
Wala na kasi si Daddy Hadadi.
Pero si Daddy Hadadi, nasa PBA siya. Meron ding mami sa sa UAE. Ano kaya kung magsama yung dalawa, si Daddy at mami?
Oo. Foul on Sean Anthony. I think it's his second. Yes, second personal foul. Both teams are now in the penalty. 2 free throws for Gabi Espinas. Seven points for Gabi Esdopishay. If you're that pretty, you shouldn't cover your face. Tayo ba nagpapakita sa TV? As Jimmy fires and misses, and Abueva with another rebound. Abueva racing down court. And hold on. Sabi ni referee Reyante. Wait a minute. Foul on Jason. Yeah.
Ang talking text. So Calvin Abueva will be at the line. Abueva in this game still scoreless.
So we were looking at 2 individuals who were looking to bounce back from subpar games. Once McInnes, obviously, bawi na siya dun sa bad game niya nung huli. Relatively bad game. And then si Abueva, as he misses that time, and Espinas will score.
7 na lang yung hindi pa gumagawa talaga. Of course, ang hirap ng assignment niya in the first half. You have to guard Tony Mincho.
Exactly. Well, that time, nakakuha na naman ng offensive rebound ng Alaska, and they're playing without McKinnis on the floor.
Yet they're on top, 77-71. Here's Sean Anthony. Kick out, Castro. Want to shoot. Castro, no. That's a push coming from Raba Aluseng.
Abueva making sure the referee spotted it.
So fourth personal against Aluseni. And now 2 free throws for Abueva. So the remaining time here in the third quarter will be extended because of the penalty situation against both teams. And something that Alaska has taken full advantage of as they've built their biggest lead of the ball game.
Tony Mitchell checking back in for talking text. Kailangan nila makabawi dito. Alaska stretched his lead now to 8.
So Calvin with 3 points tonight. And more importantly, Alaska is on top, 79-71. 1 minute and 10 to go in the third. Tony Mitchell, where's he going? 1 against 5. No problem.
Mahirap na tira yun. Tony Mitchell, the youngest of 5 kids. Has 3 brothers and 1 sister. And ginagwento niya sa akin that he chose he chose to play for Alabama over schools like South Carolina, Connecticut. And sabi niya, yung Alabama, of course, known for producing Anthony McDyess and Robert Ory, yung dalawang player ang pinensyon niya.
Foul is on Jimmy. So as we said, hahaba itong remaining moments ng third quarter. And it's Alaska that's going back and forth to the free throw line and making their free throw shots.
A big adjustment here for Alaska because they've turned offense-minded. At dito sa quarter natin, nakaka 32 points na ba sila? 32 points.
Oh, RJ Azul connects. Wow, what a late third quarter run here by Alaska. Isipan na naman natin, hindi kita na to, until the fourth quarter. But Alaska creating some separation here before the end of the third.
I think Alaska's done a good job of getting the locals very much involved in the offense. They've been able to create situations with Baguio. And then, in the third period, ilan na bang turnovers ng talking text? Because in this quarter, ni isang turnover, wala ang Alaska. And talking text with 2 turnovers in this one.
The time winding down here in the third. Alaska getting the better of talking text here in the third period. Azul made a 3-pointer earlier. Pasa, Sunny. Good fake. Excellent move by Sunny Tos.
Nice pump fake. Had 2 talking text players flying. At meron siyang 3-point play opportunity. Ito sinasabi natin about getting the locals involved. In this situation, hindi man lang naka-eksena yung iba, no? Because they were very focused. And McKinnis is sitting on the bench, and what a luxury for Coach Luigi Trillo that yung import niya nagpapahinga while his locals are getting the job done.
And Sunny completes a 3-point play with 22.7 seconds remaining here in the third.
Ito, nagpe-press pa ang Alaska, trying to make sure that hindi makapuntos dito ang talking text as time winding down.
9 seconds to go.
They're looking for their import.
Yep. They go to Tony Mitchell. 4 seconds remaining. Mitchell fires in and out. Espinas with the rebound. And that ends the third quarter. Cyrus Bagya and the rest of the Aces with a big run here in the third. He had 9 of his 13 points in the third quarter. Big reason why Alaska is ahead by 10. 86-76. This was a close game. We were tied 48-all at the end of the first half. And it was close up until the midway point of the third, and then Skyros Baguio caught fire, and the Aces took advantage of the penalty situation of Talk and Text, and as a result, the Aces are on top by 10,
Isa pang
86-76.
Alaska player na pumutok din with 9 points in that same quarter. That's si Sunny Toss. Sunny Toss with 11 points in total at saka si Baguio with 13. Both of them scoring 9 points apiece in that third period breakaway. At yung sinasabi natin kanina, if the locals are going to balance each other out, rather if the imports balance each other, the locals are going to step up. The team with better local effort and local production will probably win this game.
It fits nicely into your thesis. So yung ginawa ng Alaska, they had local, significant local contribution, and now they're on top by 10.
At ang malaking bagay dito is that if you look at, it looks like a foul against Talking Text, si Aaron Aban. Malaking bagay dito, yung Talking Text import na si Tony Mitchell, kumakana siya sa labas. So that's a lower percentage shot than si McKinnis, who likes to score from the inside. And you know that Mitchell is not going to defend McKinnis because they play different positions.
Here's McKinnis. McKinnis had a huge first half for Alaska. Almost, but not quite.
At that time, Ali Pick doing a good job of moving McKinnis away from his comfort zone. Medyo malayo yung tira niya, no? With that jump hook.
Tony Mitchell for 3. Long rebound. McKinnis trying for an ambitious forward pass for RJ Azul, which does not materialize.
And if you're Alaska, you want to do that. Yan ang laro ng Talking Text, ng takbuhan on Here's Halapak. So they paid dearly for that. Hindi sila nakascore, naka-turnover sila because nagbadali sila. And talking of Alaska, tapos nakabalik naman ng Talking Text with a 3-pointer.
By the throbbing power of the machine between your legs. Rouse the rider in
Now we have one more quarter to go dito sa ating Friday doubleheader. And here's our Rexona power rebound, brought to you by Rexona Men with 50% more long-lasting protection so you can do more. Wendell McKinnis grabbing the rebound with all his might. Right now, McKinnis with 32 points.
Well, medyo nag-cool off siya, no, sa third period. He actually had 18 points in the second period alone.
No, McKinnis may have cooled off, but his local teammates ang uminit.
Yun.
Shot clock down to 8. Espinas back to Azul. Got it.
More local production here for Alaska. Yeah, we did talk about that, yung unpredictability, how important it is in this game. If Talking Text is thinking that Alaska is just going to go exclusively to McKinnis and the inside, well, makes a big difference. You take a look at what has happened here. Ang locals, actually, they're almost the same.
And Larry manufacturing this trip to the line as we send you back to Sel Guevara.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised bakit pinaupo si Ali Pick because pag upo ni Coach Norman Black sa timeout, ang sabi niya, dapat ingatan lalo ang bola because at this point, every possession for Talking Text counts. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Sel. It's been a tough day for guys like Ali Pick. They've had to contend with Wendell McKinnis. But
Larry connects there, and that will cut down Alaska's lead to 8 points. Shot clock reached 13. Dondon scored moments ago. Being harassed here by Fonacher. Shot clock down to 6. Dondon gets away. His dish is interrupted by Ranidel de Ocampo. The ball will stay with Alaska. However, they only have 2 seconds to work with. Here's McInnes for 3. Yes, sir!
Oh, we knew that he could shoot from the outside. Yun ang tinatago niya. Parang hinintay niya itong game against Talking Text na ipakita yung facet of his offense.
Traveling violation here against Larry Fonacher. That's a technical foul on Larry. Referee Dax Dakanay calling the technical foul on Fonacher.
Technical foul on Larry Fonacher.
Kasi pinasa ni Larry dun sa referee pang fast break. Hindi naman pwede mag-layup yung referee.
By the way, napapag-usapan natin yung local scoring. And in this game, sa third quarter natin, which was a pivotal quarter para sa Alaska, 33 points were scored by their locals, and for Talking Text, 22. That 11-point difference, very crucial. By the way, Alaska is ahead right now by exactly that number, 11 points.
Casio, McInnes. Blocked by Ranidel.
And Tony De La Cruz picking up the loose ball. Diyan mo nakikita yung sipag ni Tony De La Cruz. Palagi nandoon for the possible putback, for the loose ball recovery.
Alaska, Kinito, they've been relentless in attacking under the basket.
Exactly. Yung nakita natin si McInnes, he was double teamed. He tried to force up the shot, thinking that he might go to the line, challenging the interior defense. And when that happened, nagkaroon ng loose ball since dalawang dumedepensa sa kanya, nakawala tuloy si Tony De La Cruz.
Castro. Shot clock down to 9. Castro back in the ball game. Sends it to De Ocampo. Ranidel fires and scores.
And that's a big one. For Talking Text, you need some good outside sniping at this point.
Still a 10-point Alaska lead with 8.5 remaining in the fourth. Here's McInnes again. Missed that time. Harvey Carey with a rebound. Jimmy is pushing. Finds Ranidel.
He will score.
And pass out is good.
That's Ranidel with a 3-point play in the offense. Kanina naka 3-point shot siya. Ito yung rally na hinahanap ni Coach Norman Black. And again, the locals are getting it done. Di pa nakaka-score dito si Mitchell.
Speaking of locals getting it done, Ranidel de Ocampo with 5 straight points here.
Could be 6. Ranidel nakaka 12 points na. Didn't score in the first half.
So Pocket Text starting a run with 8:22 remaining in the ball game. Still down, however, by 7 points.
Coach Luigi Trillo responding by bringing back J.D. Casio ang kanyang stabilizer.
Here's McInnes, shot clock down to 8.
No double because it's import versus import.
Cyrus steps on the brakes. Tough shot. And the ball ends up with Tony Mitchell.
And again, Talking Text tumatakbo.
That's another rebound for McInnes. He has 11 rebounds tonight.
Well, it's a tough assignment here for Ranidel Ocampo, who has to play the 5 position.
Guarding, I think he's guarding Sonny. And right now, here's Dondon posting up Jimmy, and Dondon connects. With 7:28 to go in the fourth. Alaska on top, 97-88. Great Friday crowd on hand. All enjoying basketball by the Bay. Here inside the Mall of Asia Arena. PBA Friday here. Rocket Rex and Alaska squaring off. Mitchell, nope, alley-oop won't work. Here's Baguio in the open court. And Baguio will step on the Briggs. Casio. Here's Sunny. Back to JV.
Offensive foul on number 7, Sonny Toss.
That's an offensive foul against Sonny Toss, who stuck out his posterior.
To set the pick for JV.
Oh, Wendell McInnes grabbing that ball away, and Sonny with another shot block, and Tony Mitchell with nowhere to go. Here's JV Casio.
A tough defense here by Alaska.
Last touch on Ranedel de Ocampo. What a frustrating sequence here for Tony Mitchell.
And that's a block shot, but there was contact prior to that. And then he will get blocked again, this time by Sonny Toss from behind. Now you notice that it's import versus import. Talking Text now realizing that when they double McInnes, nakakawala yung mga locals ng Alaska. So now they have Mitchell against McInnes on defense. Single coverage. Everybody staying home on their men. This game far from over.
2 for 2 for Jason Castro. It's a 7-point ball game with 6.5 to go in the fourth. Rodon Ontiveros to McInnes.
There's that single coverage na sinasabi natin.
Sunny. Rodon fires. Oh, that ball ended up with McInnes. What a break.
And Tony Mitchell called for the foul.
Yeah, Tony Mitchell is dangerously close to a technical foul here.
And Tony Mitchell saying, look at the replay upstairs. Eto, panoorin nga natin kung ano nangyari. Was there a foul? Oh, yes. He got him on the arm. Yun na, technical foul.
Technical foul,
Yeah.
And he's still frustrated over the double block on him kanina
Yes.
when he was trying to score.
That's right.
Yeah. Plus the fact that his three-point shots are no longer falling here in the second half.
He's been struggling. Hindi pa nakaka-score dito si Tony Mitchell. Although, si McInnes has scored only 3 points here in this quarter as well. So, yung sinasabi natin,
They're still
the
canceling
locals.
each other out.
Yeah. The locals are the ones deciding this. Which is the way you want it, no? In a game in the third conference. Dapat naman yung mga locals magpakita. It can't just be an all-import show. In fact, sa ating Dean's List, we were talking about that it can't be a one-man show for Talking Text. Locals have to be involved. Tony Mitchell is 0 out of 4 sa quarter.
Talk about Talking Text, it never has been a one-man show. You know, win multiple championships with one man alone. Meantime, Castro gets away. Technical foul on Jason. Wow,
Castro.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason all emotional here.
Well, he got the 2 points, but no foul called, and Jason said that he was
Hammered on
fouled.
the head.
You watch it right here. Yes, he got clipped on the head. Well, nakita natin yon. Watch it again. There you go.
And then immediately complains to referee Peter Bala, who happens to be our crew chief tonight.
At nasa ilalim ng basket yung referee.
Coach Norman now. Now Coach Norman is confronting referee Peter Bala, is way into the court here.
And he's gonna get a technical.
He's probably asking for a technical foul now.
Sabi niya, I read his lips. Sabi niya, I'm the coach. Parang you give me the technical.
And there it is, a technical foul on Coach Norman Black. But wow, Norman is sizzling here. Somebody has to pull Norman back to the bench.
Well, Sel Guevara is right there. And she's keeping quiet. Infuriated, si Coach Norman Black.
And now he has to recompose himself as he leads this huddle. But he's still chatting. He's still trying to chat with referee Peter Balaw.
Now he's looking to fire up his players. And if you're Alaska, you just need to play composed. Pakita ulit natin dito. Looks like he was really clipped on the head. Nag-react nga doon, no? You know? And he lost his balance because he was in mid-air when he was clipped.
And it's the technical by Peter Balaw because, Jason was visibly upset. The technical free throw converted by JV Casio because of the technical against Coach Norman Black. And with 5:52 to go, this game is getting more interesting by the minute. Although, when you look at the score, Alaska very much ahead. Sel, what do you have for us?
A lot of heat on the talk and text bench. Itong si Coach Norman Black was getting mad sa court kanina. Sabi niya, I am the coach. Sabi niya sa referee, why are you ignoring me? But habang nangyayari yan, Jimmy Alapag is keeping the team together, saying that they have a lot of time. Balik sa inyo.
You know, he's right. There is a lot of time in this basketball game. 5:30 to go. Ito nakakuha ng turnover ng talking text. It's important that they get those turnovers. And after they get the turnovers, they have to push the ball because that's their game.
Here's Castro. Rani Del Campo for three.
Well, Rani Del now with 16 points. 11 here in this period.
Dondon is in trouble there. He traveled. Is hemmed in by Larry Fonacher.
A good defense that time.
Yeah. So now it's just a 6-point game. Castro, 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Mitchell, back to Castro. Castro one-on-one against Sanitos. Mismatch, and he got it.
And Jason Castro knew exactly what he wanted. After he released, hinarap niya yung bola ulit eh. Hiningin niya yung bola because he knew that he could take Sanitos in that switch in a drive to the basket. At saka nasa labas si Sanitos. Siya yung shot blocker ng Alaska.
Good creative move by Cyrus Baguio. Baguio's played big here.
Oh yeah, 15 points.
But here's Tony Mitchell. He can't get the layup.
Oh, Mitchell is getting frustrated here. Has not scored in this quarter.
Oh, look out. McInnes sends it out to Baguio. 6-point ball game for Alaska, 103-97 as we approach the last 4 minutes of the payoff period. JV Casio for three. Rebound para kay Castro. Here's Jimmy. Jimmy on the move, and he will take two. That's a fifth personal against JV Casio.
Ito yung nangyari kanina. Boy, splitting the double team there. Si Cyrus Baguio.
Coach Luigi Trillo hoping that Alaska gets win number 3 tonight. Nonon Tiveros going back to the bench. Azul is back in the game, and Jimmy goes 1 out of 2 to cut down Alaska's lead to 5. Casio, Azul, McInnes, Baguio, and Sonny Tuos. That's the Alaska unit on the floor. Here's JV nursing 5 fouls. Sonny against Ranidel De Ocampo. 8 to shoot for Alaska. Sonny waves off everyone else. He wants Ranidel one-on-one, but he misses, but there's a foul.
Coach Norman Black has 4 Gilas players on the floor at the same time with Tony Mitchell. Mitchell has not scored here in the fourth period.
Alaska doing enough to keep Talk and Text at bay. For Talk and Text, Castro, Alapag, De Ocampo, Mitchell, and Fonacier. Ranadel De Ocampo for 3. And Castro with the rebound. Layup won't work. Sunny has the ball. Here comes Azul. Over to Toss. And Toss will score.
And what a move by Sonny Toss. Getting the pass.
Number 33, Ranadel De Ocampo, his fourth foul.
And then going strong.
Bonus free throw for Sonny Toss.
Using the left hand. Coach Luigi Trillo responding to this combination ng Talk and Text of Alapag and Castro together by also putting his 2-point guards at the same time, si Hasul at saka si JV. Pero pinabantayan ni Hasul is Fonacier. It's a very small lineup that Alaska has on the floor.
With that layup by Mitchell, it's back to a 6-point game with 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Here's Kasha on the right side. Shot clock down to 10. Over to Sunny. Cross court to Azul. Shot clock down to 4. RJ Azul has to fire and scores!
Oh, what a big shot. Yung small lineup ng Alaska getting it done. And the reason why it's a small lineup, alam ni Coach Luigi Trillo, tatakbo ang Talk and Text.
So 2:39 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Here's that move by RJ. Steps on the bricks. One fake, one shot, and it's good. And RJ has played big as well.
Paubos na ang oras dito sa shot clock ng Alaska when he made that shot.
And now Talk and Text looking for a way to erase this 8-point deficit with 2:39 remaining in the ball game.
Well, Alaska with 6 players scoring at least 8 points apiece among the locals. And that has been big, yung contribution ng mga locals for Alaska.
There's RJ Azul with 8 points tonight. And a timely basket just moments ago. Castro. Talk and Text down by 8. Here's De Ocampo for 3. Whoa, look out.
McKinnis is going to go to the line. Hindi, wala pa naman sa penalty, but 6 fouls on Larry.
Yep. Here's that play. 3-point shot by Ranadel. Bagsak si JV. There's McKinnis and then Larry. Fouls McKinnis there, who gave Larry some dagger looks.
Nasty look.
Yep.
I think Larry also held on to the jersey of McKinnis to protect that fall. He didn't want anything untoward to happen.
Here's Azul. To Baguio. To Sunny. And Sunny Toss will score.
Well, those 50-50 balls are dropping Alaska's way. They're getting the breaks, they're getting the loose balls, at hindi na pumapasok yung mga 3-point shots ng Talk and Text. Kanina, sunod-sunod yung mga attempts ni Ranidel as well as Jimmy try to get back in this game. This is very unusual because it's a very high-scoring game. And,
But it favors Alaska.
yes.
One minute and 25 to go. The Aces with the basketball and a 10-point lead.
By the way, si Calvin Abueva na we don't see here in the finishing lineup ng Alaska with 3 points and 11 rebounds.
Let's see how Talk and Text responds here. Tony Mitchell will take 2. That will be the 6th foul of JV Casio. Calvin Abueva checks in for JV Casio.
A big guy for a small guy. Two players have already fouled out.
This rebound number 12. Ricardo Napueva.
He makes it a point to be in double figures in rebounding.
Oh, what about Wendell Martinez? He was like a battering ram in this game.
38 points, that's a career high para sa kanya here in the PBA.
I mean, it's not like Talking Text lacks the interior defenders, the wide bodies. They have Rabba Luceni, Ali Peak, Renedel De Ocampo, but well, McInnes was just a handful for Talking Text tonight.
Oh, I think in the third period, that's what turned it around. When the locals of Alaska outscored the locals of Talking Text by 11. That was when Talking Text was double teaming McInnes, and that's why the locals got involved in the offense in a big way. Kanya naman nag-adjust si Coach Norman Black sa fourth period when he was doing single coverage, Mitchell against McInnes, but not enough. I think the locals really got the momentum because of the third quarter.
Cyrus Bagge had a big third quarter, scoring 9 points in the third.
Malaking bagay din yung contribution ni Sam Toss.
Yes. As Cyrus uncorks. So Talking Text, they will slide down to 2 and 3 as Castro goes to Aban, and Aban fires and takes it. While Alaska will move up to 3 and 2. Based on the thesis of the Dean, kung sinong local crew ang kokonekta, that team will win. And that certainly happened to the Alaska Aces tonight.
Oh, without a doubt. Pero you also have to say that malaking bagay din yung import nila, no? Because he attracted the defense, opened up the opportunities para sa mga locals nila na kumana.
Here's the final score. Alaska winning 112 to 104, beating Talking Text despite the return of Gilas hero Jimmy Alapag. And we're about to interview our best player. Okay, he's making his way to the interview area. We might as well introduce him before we talk to him. So
With a big smile.
why did you choose Sunny, Kinito?
Well, double performance sa kanya, but the way he handled himself with good composure underneath, scoring inside, and moving, and malaking bagay din that we chose a local here because local involvement was very crucial sa laro.
Okay, your question for Sunny, Kinito.
Well, Sunny, first of all, congratulations. Maganda pinakita mo, no? Double performance. But how easy it is for you to play the 5 spot with a guy like McInnes playing the 4 spot?
Well, you know, he does a lot. He's a big fella. He takes up a lot of space, and we just try to take advantage of him. You know, just feed him the rock.
Sunny, of course, contributing 16 points and 11 rebounds tonight. Congratulations, Sunny.
Thank you.
Okay, Sunny Toss and the Alaska Aces taking care of Talking Text. Once again, the final score 112-104. Greetings now. Hindi na daw greetings. Greetings eh. On behalf of the Dean and Sel Guevara, Amigo Alili saying thank you. Sports 5 Center next.